Hey, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the final part in the makeup I've purchased on my low buy, part 3. I have 2 other videos like this, and it's basically a collection of things that I have purchased in the past 3 months. 3 months? 4 months? I really like doing this format of video, and I might do it again next year because I think it's a lot better seeing everything just all in one, because bear in mind, I have purchased these products over a period of 4 months. So, without further ado, let's get started. I think this might be the smallest haul. This might be- actually, that's a bit of a lie, isn't it? Anyways, the first thing I purchased was the Melt liquid lipstick in the shade Chestnut. I have been really lusting over the Melt liquid lipstick shades from their autumn collection. I think they're called the Undertone Nudes collection, and I still have my eye on the shade Golden, which is like a light mustardy gold shade. I don't know why I've been really craving like a really like pukey, vomity, like shitty, grungy makeup look. But I figured I really wanted to get the Chestnut shade because this is just a beautiful dark chocolate brown, and these smell like vanilla ice cream. Oh my god, these are the nicest smelling liquid lipsticks in my collection. I thought the Dose of Colors ones were nice, but these vanilla ice cream. Pure vanilla ice cream. The formula is pretty liquidy, but it does last really nicely on the lips. It does dry down completely matte, and yeah, I don't find that it smudges all over my lips, and the applicator is really interesting. It's kind of like a slanted, almost like a kitchen knife type applicator. I don't know what this would be called. It does pick up a lot of product on the wand, so I do have to like scrape off a bit to actually, you know, not get too much. And yeah, I'm not used to using this applicator, so I do have to clean up my lip line quite a bit, but I think with time you'd get used to it, and the formula is really nice actually. I don't hear too many people talk about the Melt liquid lipstick formula, but I might pick up some more shades. Maybe. We'll see. Still have my eye on that golden shade. I actually have mentioned a lot of these things in my favorites video of the year, which I literally just filmed. You already would have seen that. It was uploaded on Christmas Day. Technically, it was uploaded really early on Boxing Day. I had a bit of trouble uploading it, so oops. But next I'm going to be talking about the Nabla Close-Up Smoothing Press Powder in the shade Medium. I really love this powder. It's really nice for blotting. It just sets my face nicely. I will say that this does darken the concealer underneath my eyes, which I don't love, but I think that's just because of the shade. It is a semi-translucent powder. It's a little bit pigmented, but it does, you know, blend into the skin nicely. It's finely milled. It's really nice. Love it. Next is the ABH Dipbrow Gel in the shade Dark Brown. I don't know why I'm always the same, like, brow color in literally every single line. It's always dark brown. Again, I mentioned this in my favorites video of the year. Beautifully pigmented brow gel. It's not overly pigmented for me. It does set my brow hairs into place, and I find that I don't need to actually fill in my brows when I use this, unless I want a super bold brow, but I love this. I have the mini size. I will be buying a full size when this runs out. This is kind of fun because like this kind of haul video does have reviews in it, in a way. Love it. I also then bought, again, featured in my favorites video, I'll link that video down below, this is the Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse set, and I had to. She came out with this set for holiday, and y'all know how much I love the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. My favorite formula. I'm actually wearing Confetti on my lips right now. It's just a clear gloss with a lot of blue and purple sparkle to it, and you can't even see it on camera. This set also came with a mini version of Fussy, but I already have the full size of that, so I gave that one to my mum. Beautiful holiday set. I hope Fenty comes out with these in full sizes because I'm gonna need a full size of Confetti. I forgot to mention, the shade names are Confetti, Cheeky, Pretty Please, and Hot Chocolate. Hot Chocolate is actually a really beautiful, like, brown nude on me. It's not like, it doesn't look like this on your lips, don't worry. But these glosses are beautiful. They look beautiful on every single skin tone. I love them. The next thing I bought was the Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wearing Concealer. I'm wearing this today, and I bought this because my other 2 concealers ran out. If you don't know, I like buying, well, not even buying, but I like having 2 concealers in my collection at a time because, I don't know, I like things in twos, apparently. I bought this concealer because Kelly Gooch really recommended it, and I think it's one of her favorite concealers. It's okay. It's an okay concealer. It does look dry over time on my face, which is weird because I have oily skin. I will use it up. I probably won't repurchase it. It was just an okay concealer for me. I wouldn't really recommend it. It's just okay. Another thing that I mentioned in my favorites video, so I won't talk too much about this, is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Matte Foundation, True Matte, and I've used quite a bit of this. I really do like this. It's really long wearing. It does lock my makeup into place and keeps it on my face. It does mattify my skin, but it doesn't, you know, control my oils, so my oils do come through by the end of the day. I'm not mad at it because my makeup still looks good, so I really do like this primer. Really nice. Also the packaging, it's glass, frosted glass, it's got a little pink cap. It's beautiful. I love Fenty's packaging. Now this is definitely one of my favorite things that I have purchased this year, and I haven't talked about it in my 2019 favorites video because I ordered this whilst I was in China. The next few things I'm going to talk about, I ordered while I was on my trip to Asia. I ordered them and then when I came back home, like the day that I came back home, I got to unbox everything, so it felt a little bit like Christmas. But I didn't want to mention any of these in my favorites video because I've only used them for less than a month. Lethal Cosmetics shadows that I bought. I have been wanting to try Lethal Cosmetics for such a long time. I hear Lacey from Spooky Lips and Fat Hips talk about them constantly. Teresa from Teresa is Dead literally like dies over Lethal, so obviously I had to try them out. Also Angelica Nyqvist, but we all know literally anything Angelica recommends, I buy. First of all, the packaging, stunning. I will do a review on these shadows because genuinely, I'm in love. The actual palette, the magnetic palette, is a little bit dirty because I did accidentally drop this and my heart broke because I was terrified that any of the shadows broke. Luckily the shadows have survived, but the palette's a bit, you know, dusty. These are the shadows that I have picked. Obviously, like, I'm kind of predictable. We all know how much I love blues, so this row was kind of like, did I need any of these shades? No. Again, with this like pinky purpley row, again, did I need any of these shades? No. But so far, so good. I really love the mattes so far, and I mainly got mattes. I only have 3 shimmers. This one, and this one. I did knock myself in the face because I am very smart. Again, I will have a review of these shadows very soon. But so far, I've just been loving using them. I have done a few looks on my beauty Instagram with these shadows. Again, I will have a review of those shadows in January 2020. The only thing I purchased on Black Friday on sale was the Linda Hallberg Fantastic in the shade Famous. This is just a beautiful brown-toned nude shade, and I've been lusting over this color since they came out, like during summer. You guys know how much I love these. I mentioned this in my favorites video of the year, so I'm just not gonna waffle about it because I love them too much. I love them so much. And the penultimate thing that I've purchased this year was a few things from Colourpop. I have them in a little pile in front of me. So let's talk about them. The first thing I got was the Kathleen Lights and Colourpop blush in the shade I Need Space. First of all, look at the component. This is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. It's got the moon, like the little sparkles and shit. Y'all know how much I'm a sucker for anything astrology related, or anything like moons related, especially, like, gets me right in the frickin' heart. But this is just a beautiful mauve coloured blush, and I did used to have a blush similar to this. Actually, I think the same shade as this from e.l.f., and I really loved that shade, but I did completely finish it up, and I've been really missing having a mauve shade in my collection, so this just, you know, works in my collection perfectly. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today, but of course the camera washes all of my makeup out, so you can barely see it. This is the first Colourpop blush I've ever tried, and I really do like the formula. It's a beautiful, like, satin finish formula. Really, really pretty. And it's very long wearing on the cheeks, which I like. Now some complexion from Colourpop. I actually have tried the Colourpop No Filter Concealer and the No Filter Liquid Foundation. The concealer was okay. I thought I loved it, but in looking back, it was just okay. The foundation, horrific. The worst foundation I've ever used. However, I purchased some products from their Pretty Fresh line. This is a new line from Colourpop. Well, is it really new anymore? Probably not. But first up, I bought the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Primer. I haven't used this yet, even though it looks like I have. I don't know, I think this one wasn't filled properly because there is some product missing. It needs a bit of a shake-in, but I haven't used this yet. But I'm really excited to. I'm just finishing up one of my primers right now, so when that one's finished, I will try this one, because I'm really excited. I do like hydrating primers, even though I have oily skin. It just depends. It has to be a very specific hydrating primer. I then got the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I'm in the shade Light 6W. This, I wanted to mention this so badly in my 2019 favorites video, but I've only been using it for, again, less than a month. But so far, I really like this. Let me know if you want a review on the Colourpop Pretty Fresh collection. I know it's not new, but I really would like to review it because this is something that I have very quickly fallen in love with. Of course, I need to keep testing it out, but so far, this is a tinted moisturizer, so it has very light coverage. I was expecting this to be sheer, but it's actually like a solid light coverage on my skin tone at least. The shade selection is really good, actually, considering it's a tinted moisturizer. Usually tinted moisturizers only have like 5 shades. This one I believe has like 20 shades, which is really good for a tinted moisturizer. It looks really pretty on my skin, really natural. It lets my imperfections shine through nicely. And also when I set this with a powder, it lasts weirdly all day on my skin, which is strange because I have pretty oily skin. So I mean, so far, so good. I'm gonna test this out a bit more and let you guys know in a review video and, you know, put it on my face and try it on and all that stuff. Another thing I really like is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I like this a lot more than the no filter setting concealer. Okay. I really like the doe foot on it. It's like a little flat edge one. It's really nice, and it is really nice on my under eyes and on my face. It blends into the skin nicely, and yeah, I will keep testing this out. I'm in the shade Fair 15W. So far, so good. Really like this so far. I also purchased the Colourpop Cream Gel Color in the shade Prance. We know that this is my favorite eyeliner shade. I'm actually wearing this as like a winged liner today. I'll do a close-up of this eye look. And I'm wearing like the pencil one on my waterline, and this kind of matches my top. I've only used this a couple of times, but I think it's a weird formula. I need to test it out a bit more. I'm not used to it. It's a bit drier than I was expecting. So far, it's okay. I purchased 2 palettes from Colourpop. Can we like... Remember when I said at the beginning of the year that I didn't want to buy more eyeshadow palettes? I bought these 2 palettes. First of all, I bought the Orange You Glad palette because I love these little... They're a bitch to open, I swear. I love these little 9-pan monochromatic palettes that Colourpop has come out with. Like, I think this, like, whole release was such a hit. I've only used this once, but I can already tell you that it's the same Colourpop formula. And there is a pressed glitter in the middle, which... I really hope Colourpop doesn't put pressed glitters in their palettes in 2020 because I hate pressed glitters. The only glitters I like are the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liners. We've been through this before. I don't have many oranges in my collection. The only orange that I actually have is my Sugar Pill Flame Point orange, which is just a classic bright orange. So I wanted to expand my eyeshadows in the orange category. That was a weird sentence. So I thought this would be a perfect addition to my collection. And a palette that I definitely didn't need. Let's be honest, I didn't need this. The Colourpop Lilac You A Lot. Again, I have shades like this in my collection, but every time I look at this palette, my heart just sings. I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today. I'm wearing the shades Ghostin' and Zoned Out. We know I love lilac shades. I mean, hell, hang on a minute. Do you see those 2 shades in like the top corner of my Lethal palette? Like, we know that I like this kind of shade. I'm just a sucker for like lilac shades. They are my favorite to wear on my eyes. I love them so much. And I knew that I was going to get a lot of use out of this palette. Even though I didn't need it, I love it. And I have already done a look with this on my Instagram as well. This is definitely like an everyday palette for me. I could use this every single day. I don't actually have these in front of me right now. I actually pre-ordered them. The Divina Sugar Drops collection, I'll put a picture right here, as well as one of their magnetic palettes. I pre-ordered these because they had the pre-order sale go up, and they are going to ship, I think, early January, because this collection was so popular. It sold out before my mum could even get her hands on it. She wanted to buy these for me for Christmas, but they completely sold out. So yeah, I guess I'm including them in this video, even though they are going to be arriving in January, but they're just some beautiful sparkly toppery shades, and I actually don't have anything like this in my collection, so I thought that this would add a lot to my, you know, eyeshadow collection. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I will continue this video series in 2020 because I think this is really fun, actually. I like watching haul videos, but I like when people do haul videos but also review the products. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!